Welcome to News Goblins, the weekly nerd news podcast where Leslie word barfs all the news she knows and Jared makes insightful comments and dick jokes. I'm Leslie.
I'm Dick Poopman.
I thought you were going to go Dick Tracy.
No. I'm Jared. Hi.
Hi, Jared.
You can't put me on the spot to make primo dick jokes.
I'm sorry. Just work on it. Let it percolate
All right.
while I tell you the first very exciting news we have.
I think I know what it is.
So do you remember last week when we talked about the Falcon Heavy rocket launch? Do you remember that?
I have a vague memory.
Okay, so the test one happened last week. It happened and nothing exploded. So now they are planning to launch on February 6th. Do you know where we're going to be on February 6th?
Wait, I feel like we're going to be in Florida.
We're going to be in Florida!
Oh my, that was loud. Yes, we're going to be.
Do you know what I just purchased us, Jared?
I do think I know, but go ahead and tell me.
Tickets to the launch!
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm okay now. I'm going to be cool. Whew, I'm cool. I'm going to be cool about it. I'm totally cool. Totally cool.
Let the record show I am also excited, just not Leslie levels
I can't handle it.
of excited.
So I was supposed to tell you stuff about this launch.
Do it. I am.
We're technically doing this.
I'm excited to hear about the launch. I'm excited to bring my camera. I will probably just take pictures of you ugly crying more than I will.
Oh God, it's gonna be awful. Okay, so I was talking last week about the test launch is basically when they chain it to the platform and see that it doesn't explode, and it didn't explode. Everything went
What do you
great.
mean they chain it to the platform?
Literally that. They literally just hold it down to the platform, not with chains. Like they obviously
like
don't.
King Kong.
Yeah, like King Kong, basically. And they just fire all rockets, measure all the numbers, and see if it doesn't blow up. Did not blow up. Hooray.
Cool.
So this one is just a test rocket. It's not. I lied to you earlier. I thought that this was actually going to take some satellites up. It is not yet going to take satellites up.
Okay.
It is going to take a test payload, a bunch of science-y stuff to measure things, and a single cherry red Tesla Roadster, estimated worth $100,000.
Why are they doing that?
For fun.
Oh, jeez. Okay. It's going to be worth a lot more once it's
Literally, Elon
in
Musk
space.
was asked, "Why are you doing this?" And he's like, "I like the idea of a Tesla Roadster drifting in space. I like that idea."
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Why not?
Yeah. So one of the reasons, we just started talking earlier, why is Tesla doing this? Why? Where's all this money going? And it is in part sort of the long con. Eventually, this is going to be money. But they're actually thinking, this rocket will be used, this type of rocket, obviously not this rocket, but, this type of rocket is going to be used for space tourism maybe in as little as a year. Maybe 2019, we're sending tourists around the moon.
Wow.
On this rocket.
Yeah, because the point I think you made last week about this particular model of rocket was that it can leave Earth's orbit. We haven't done that since the 70s?
Yeah, 1978.
At least not with manned missions, right?
Yeah,
okay.
We've sent satellites up.
Huh.
And the cool thing about this one, because it is going to cost $90 million, billion. I'm going to fact check that.
A lot of money.
A lot of money, but slightly less money than a lot of other companies who are attempting this, because it is going to use 2 refurbished boosters from previous missions. And this is SpaceX's whole thing, right? We're going to use recycled technology.
Yeah.
And part of this launch is going to be the boosters landing. All 3 of them, all 3 separate booster modules are going to land after this.
Okay, so the boosters fire.
They fire the
boom, and that's what propels the rocket up out of the atmosphere.
Yes.
But then the boosters
They're
are going to
come
fall back to Earth.
down, and 2 of them are going to land near the Kennedy Space Center, and a 3rd one is going to land on a barge.
And a 4th one is going to land, and they're not going to know where it is.
You're
and
gonna
it's going to be a buddy cop drama to figure out where it is.
Exactly. No, there are only 3. Excitingly, if this goes wrong, it will absolutely destroy the launch pad.
Oh, shit.
So, remember a couple of years ago where there was a Falcon 9 that blew up and it destroyed the launch pad? And,
Vaguely.
And it just was a bunch of things that went wrong. It doesn't a failure of a launch will not necessarily destroy a launch pad.
Yeah.
This one almost certainly would completely destroy the launch pad if it explodes.
Because it's such a heavy
Because there's a lot
amount of fuel.
Exactly. There's a lot.
It's right there in the name, I guess.
Yeah.
Falcon Heavy.
They give you a hint.
Well, that is crazy exciting.
I'm so excited. I've been like telling all my coworkers at my day job who do not care.
Sure.
So I have to like entice them into my office, but talking about something else. And then I'm like, by the way, you're trapped.
Yes, I have that report. Click.
You're trapped now by social convention to listen to my nerd news.
Well, I think it's interesting how the tickets work. I mean, tell the nice people how this works. Because, okay, so we bought tickets to the launch, and this is the only event I have ever seen that we bought tickets to that won't confirm the date.
Yeah, they have no idea when it's going to be. They can't even confirm that date. So we have purchased, very expensive tickets, which are not even the most expensive tickets you could buy. Most of the tickets are sold out already. But yeah, we've purchased tickets, and they'll let us know. And I'm just banking on the fact that, like, we're going to be in Florida anyway. Yeah. And that is when it's rumored to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to be in Florida about a week. So hopefully it does fall within that window.
I mean, we'll see.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited
to go to Florida for other reasons.
I don't know if I've been trying to hide it. I've been trying to keep it on the down low. But I am very excited.
No,
you mentioned
about it. And hell, I mean, we live in Ohio, but I will take another road trip to Florida. It's 15 hours from here to NASA.
That was a big reason we bought a Prius.
Yeah.
It's to try to
I mean, we took your Prius, last year? And it was, $200 each way in gas?
Less than a little bit more than one plane ticket.
I think it'd be less than one plane ticket.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's really the time.
Yeah.
Is the
and this
huge,
is kind of like vacation time.
Yeah.
I do have other news too.
Well, sure. I'm looking forward to Florida for, my usual reasons that I've looked forward to going to Florida since I was like an 8-year-old.
Impression?
I just love, I love reptiles. And I think Florida gets a bad rap as being kind of a backwater. But I've been looking at a list of facts from the Florida Tourism Bureau. And did you know that more people in Florida die from eating Tide Pods than alligator attacks?
Is that true?
Isn't that encouraging?
Is that true?
Did you know that there are more injuries from lawn dart fights than alligator attacks in Florida?
This is weirdly encouraging because one of my deep childhood fears is alligator attacks.
Really?
Yes. I don't even know where I got this because I grew up in Michigan, but I used to have dreams about my parents taking me places with alligators and then slowly all of the adults disappearing. And I knew that they were being eaten by alligators. No one believed me.
Did you watch Crocodile Dundee at a formative age?
This was a recurring dream of mine since I was 4 or 5. I remember being really I remember dreaming about this and I was in a stroller in the dream.
Wow. Huh.
Anyway, Tide Pods.
No, not Tide Pods.
There, I've just revealed a deep, dark fear of mine on all of our listeners.
Okay, interesting.
There you go.
I'm 70% sure you're not going to be attacked by an alligator.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty. I tend to relieve my fears by researching the hell out of them.
Yeah.
And through research have found that they are basically occasionally animated logs.
Yeah, the American murder log, I believe I coined that term.
They really don't care about you unless you jump in their mouths. So that helps.
More people die in natural light beer than are attacked by alligators.
I really don't know if you're telling the truth. Are you making this up?
More people choke from trying to eat Confederate flags than are attacked by alligators.
Anyway, should we move on?
Sure.
Speaking of it, this is actually a great segue.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is sort of anti-news. There was a news piece I was going to talk about, and then I researched it and turned out that it's not true. There were several extremely high-quality trailers released for a new Crocodile Dundee movie.
I'm familiar with this. It's called Dundee.
Yes. The son of a legend returns home. Starring comedian Danny McBride as Brian Dundee and Thor's Chris Hemsworth as his rugged Australian sidekick.
Have you not seen these? Because I've seen at least 2 of them.
I have seen them. They are not real.
I'm not that surprised.
Yeah. So
let me tell you why I'm not surprised. For one thing, I'm being generous in saying I'm a huge fan of the Crocodile Dundee
Yeah, you
franchise.
quote them at least once a month.
I have almost all of the first two movies memorized to the point where I can mouth along with the words.
You what? No.
Shut up. And I'm like, I don't know. I think Paul Hogan wrote them. I don't know if he has the rights, but
he actually was in an interview talking about this as if it was a real film too. This was freaking elaborate. I haven't even told you all of it.
Okay, yeah. All right.
There was an IMDb page, a official site full of production photographs.
Well, someone is paying.
Hashtag and a real article in People.
Well, someone has been really shelling out money for it because I didn't go seeking this out. It's shown up in ad feeds in Facebook and Twitter and YouTube.
Do you want to know who it is?
What is it?
It's Australia.
Oh no, what are they doing?
It's just Australia. It is a marketing campaign for getting people to visit Australia.
But
yeah.
One of them just has a dirt road. Like what? One of them is very picturesque and shows Danny McBride like on some red bluffs looking over a beautiful landscape. But the other one is just him getting off a bus on a dusty road and being sort of mocked by Chris Hemsworth. Wow.
I don't know, man. That's what it is. Turns out, the Australian Prime Minister revealed it was an elaborate ruse.
I'm kind of disappointed.
I was too.
I kind of wanted to see the dumb movie.
I know, me too. Maybe it'll actually turn into a movie because there was so much positive reaction to it.
You see, because Chris Hemsworth was playing Wally Jr., who was the elderly gentleman that was Mick Dundee's friend, that, you know, he was captured by the drug dealers in Crocodile Dundee 2, and they were asking him about him, and he said that he had an aboriginal... Why are you falling asleep?
What? No, I'm sorry. I'm totally listening.
They said they called him the crocodile who walks like a man.
Mm-hmm. Are you done, or is that...
I guess. You look very...
No, I'm super interested in this.
You look disgusted.
I'm very interested in this.
You want me to start quoting from the movie? This Dundee!
Gonna do it anyway.
He likes to play games.
There it is.
Maybe when it gets light, we teach him some good games. Now get some sleep. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be a long night too. Scene.
So last Monday.
That's not a knife.
The 22nd.
Yeah.
A California judge ordered 2 bot programmers to permanently shut down.
2 robot programmers.
And pay Twitch a total of $1,371,139.
Holy, that's a lot of schmaholies.
That's a lot of schmaholies. It's an enormous amount of schmaholies.
I don't think they have that much sponduli.
That many schmolies could buy a lot of tickets to a rocket launch.
Okay, so what did they do?
Okay, so what they did is they made bots that faked how many fans were following and interacting with Twitch.
So it's a marketing defraud.
Yeah. So
thing.
basically, so the Twitch, you were recording on Twitch, and you would buy for up to like $700 a month.
Yeah.
These many Twitch followers, and they would just post random shit. You know, bots. Like when they show up on our website, they'll just be like,
gibberish.
Yeah, things that they've copied and pasted from stuff.
Right.
So gibberish. So they're very easy to pick out, and it was very easy for Twitch to figure out when people were doing this. The reason why it's an issue, why it's a legal issue, is that Twitch has different grades of Twitchers. What's the word? I don't know. Twitchers. I'm going to say Twitchers because Twitchers is funny. Of Twitchers, and as you go up in fan level, you can make more money. There's more options to make money.
Cell marketing, I'm assuming, is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So what they were finally found guilty of is trademark infringement, unfair competition, breach of contract, and violation of the Anti-Cyber Squatting Consumers Protection Act.
Famous act. Classic.
Yes, cyber squatting.
Ew. That's what I do in my toilet-shaped computer.
That's right.
Ew.
Oh, those were bad jokes. So yeah, it's just it's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah, sometimes rulings like that kind of remind me that the internet is still the wild, wild west.
It is.
Jim West, Desperado.
There's a related story that I believe it was YouTube was sending out emails that they changed like their pay grades too.
Yeah.
And you needed to like continuously have X number of people watching your videos.
Yeah.
Which just doesn't work if you have a lot of short videos. So if you do like a lot of 1-minute videos, people aren't going to be continuously watching them.
What? It's like time accrued of watchers,
exactly.
not numbers, not like hits on a website?
Right.
Okay.
So instead of impressions or views, it's like X number of hours.
Huh. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, it's sort of a reminder that we still have not figured out this whole
Wild
making money on the internet thing.
No. Well, yeah, it's just a series of tubes. I mean...
A series of tubes.
Why does money come from that?
No one knows.
Bot programmers. So people were paying them $700
a month.
So, okay, so for that to be worthwhile, they must have been defrauding advertisers for a lot more than that.
Yeah, so that seems like the 1 million seems like, I mean, it is a huge amount of money, but part of that is straight up the profits of their company, which was apparently incredibly profitable.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, thank you for that update from NCIS, the internet.
Yes. Internet CIS.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. Let's go to comic books.
Okay.
There's a lot of comic book news this week, and I ended up skipping kind of the less fun stuff. There's some...
more people in Florida are killed by comic books than by alligators.
Paper cuts?
Mm-hmm.
That's a terrible way to go.
Yep, I know. Florida has alligators, and Australia has crocodiles. I wonder if we could do an American version of Crocodile Dundee, maybe called like Alligator Dandee, and he's just like a Florida backwoods guy with like a mullet and like a crop top, like a NASCAR.
I feel like this has been made.
And he like wrestles gators.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to go to
Australia,
obviously. To a big city where he doesn't fit in. But then his love interest is kidnapped, and he has to rescue her with his Florida skills.
I'd watch that movie.
Like, I don't know, maybe he has to shotgun a beer really fast or put ointment on a sunburn.
Why are you being so mean to Florida? We're going to be there in like a week, and they're going to be like, oh, we know you.
They don't.
We were fucking warned about you.
They don't have computers.
God damn it.
It's all old people and people who can't read. They're not going to listen to this.
I mean, clearly some people can read. They built a rocket. It's going to go to outer space.
They're not from Florida, though.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them are from Florida.
No.
Like at least some of them. Small percentage.
Okay. All right. Agree to disagree.
Okay. All right. There's an I Kill Giants movie coming out on March 23rd.
What's that about?
This is actually
Wait, I thought we were talking about comic books.
This is a comic book.
Whoa.
So I Kill Giants is a comic book. It's a really adorable, delightful, beautiful comic book. It's about a girl that she's escaping the issues she's facing. She's facing a lot of stresses and pressures, real life stresses and pressures, and she escapes them by literally fighting her demons.
Oh, are they giant?
Yeah. There you go. She's got a magical hammer that she can pull out of her bag.
Neat.
She hits.
And they're making a live action?
They made one. They made a live action
what country?
Movie. I believe Canada. It premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival and actually got a pretty positive critical reception overall.
Nice. Cool. All right, really Canadians.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting.
Canada's like the anti-Florida.
In what way?
Well, I mean, they're just smart and polite, and
they have a lot of maple syrup.
They don't have gators.
Do they?
No, they don't.
Gators?
They have ice gators, but those are actually crocodiles.
Now, gators have been known to occasionally appear in the Great Lakes, so I assume
you made that up.
No,
they would die
true.
at one winter.
Well, they don't hang out there, but they have been found there.
No way.
Yes way.
Okay, well then they were transported as pets.
Yes, probably. But again, it's touching Canada, so Canada technically.
It's a big log, eh? Oh, it's got teeth.
Oh, it's just.
Oh, what are you talking about?
How many international incidents are you going to create on our podcast?
I'm trying to start beef because then that'll help us get buzz, you know?
Start beef with Canada?
Yeah. Yeah. Bring it on, hosers.
Canada.
Oh, this obscure podcast's making fun of us, eh?
I like Canada.
Oh, that's more like it. What's that guy talking about?
I can't participate in this.
Ear flaps.
I like Canada.
I like Canada too. I'm salty about geography
Apparently.
today. Yeah.
I just want their real Kinder eggs instead of the fake American Kinder eggs.
Apparently we can't be trusted with Kinder eggs. Apparently we Americans just unhinge our jaws and eat whatever we're going to eat whole, and then we choke on toys inside.
The reason we can't have the Kinder eggs is because there are little toys inside, which is hilarious because there aren't even little toys inside. There's a little like plastic Easter egg thing, and then the toy is in that.
We would eat it. I want to eat it right now.
Okay, so they gave us these fakey Kinder. This is not news anymore. Sorry,
it's news.
Everyone. They gave us these fakey American Kinder eggs. They're basically a Dunkaroo with a little plastic spoon.
Right.
A little plastic spoon. We're not gonna swallow the little plastic spoon, but we're gonna swallow the tiny race car.
I can't count the number of times I have opened up a box of cereal that had a toy in it and just ate the whole thing.
Eaten it. Unhinged your jaw.
But I'm an American. I'm evolved for this kind of thing. Now I just cough up like an owl pellet full of
plastic
toys. It's perfectly normal.
And
rodent bones.
You learn that as a child, and then you learn that and all of the lines to Crocodile Dundee. That's an American childhood.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
There it is.
And the lyrics to the Wild Wild West theme song.
Yes.
Wild Wild West.
Okay, do the whole thing.
I can't, actually. I don't think I can.
Well, you're not a real American.
Wild West, Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you can't get none of this.
We don't have the rights to this.
Brother
we need to stop now.
I see your hand where your hip be at, so I guess I'll stop.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, what, did I derail you?
You did. More comic book movie news. Marvel has hired screenwriters for a Black Widow standalone movie.
The thing that everyone's been asking for forever.
Yeah. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I'm not convinced either.
Supposedly it's going to be out in 2020.
We'll see.
No, it's not going to happen. You want to hear my prediction?
Yeah, I do.
They're going to start making it. They're not production or anything. They're just going to get the screenwriting done. About halfway through the screenplay, they're going to decide that it should be an Angar the Screamer movie instead.
Who's that?
He is I'm glad you asked.
The fuck?
This is one of my obscure comic knowledges. It is a weird Marvel hero who was a hippie that volunteered to get superhero powers.
Angar the Screamer?
Angar the Screamer.
So you believe that they'll start shooting the movie, but then all the ladies will get their periods.
Yeah.
And they'll have to switch to that.
You know what? What we really need is the obscure Marvel Comics crowd.
Angar the Screamer.
Yep. Look it up.
And he's a hippie. I take it he has like sonic powers.
Yeah. He's got like fringe vest and bell bottoms. It's great.
Look, hair. Leslie, I really would love a Black Widow movie, but you're not talking me out of Angar the Screamer.
Am I selling Angar the Screamer too well?
Yeah. What about an Alpha Flight movie, speaking of Canada, with Sasquatch and...
There you go.
They'll be like, oh, there's some crime down in America, eh? Oh, they've had a Kinder Egg heist. We gotta go get them. I don't know what all this is about.
You're selling this movie too. See, I'm telling you, it's doomed. The
Alpha Flight.
The Black Widow movie will never be made.
Huh. I hope they make it, and I hope they do it. I hope they do it well, and that it's like a cool. Did you see Atomic Blonde?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just like a cool, spy movie. I want them to kind of. I don't know. Not every superhero has to fight Ultron.
Yeah.
I would like a kind of a standalone of her saving the day in some sort of cool espionage way.
There can be just a personal problem. I mean, you literally could have like Politician A, my secrets have been stolen, but I need to sign important law. You need to get them back. There you go. There's your plot. Good.
Yeah, fine.
Doesn't need to be like the end of the world.
No.
Just make the stakes personal.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. They are making...
When is Infinity War coming out? Do you know?
I don't off the top of my head. I will Google.
Well, it seems like that schedule that you're suggesting is post-Infinity War. So.
Yes, it is. It is post-Infinity War.
Okay. You don't need to Google that. I was just trying to figure out... Okay, cool. I'll just sit here in silence while
May
you
4th.
Google. Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. There is a movie coming out called The Red Sparrow with Jennifer Lawrence that basically looks like a Black Widow movie.
Oh, because she's the Russian assassin.
Yeah, she's
lady.
a Russian assassin that tries to escape from her Russian assassin group. Like,
yeah, it's a store brand Black Widow.
Right. It's a generic brand Black Widow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a white movie poster with a black barcode on it.
Yeah,
and like some kind of like
it's
poorly drawn
like,
spider.
I think it is actually based on a book or something, but it literally is like instead of Black Widow, it's Red Sparrow. We've just changed the color on the animal.
They kept the syllables even. Yeah.
Coming up next.
Who am I kidding? I probably
Blue
will still see
Wolf.
it. Oh. I'd see that too.
I'd go see it.
Yeah.
100%.
Colorful animals.
Colorful animal. Yeah, colorful animal espionage movie done.
Rad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that update from the world of comics.
You're very welcome. That's pretty much what I have for you this week.
Oh, well, that's a lot of news.
It is a lot of news. I honestly, there's some very grumpy news in Marvel fandom with some artists posting some shitty stuff online. But you know what? I don't feel like talking about that because...
more people in Florida are killed by grumpy comic artists than by alligators.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
We're going to see a rocket launch itself into space with the potential of leaving Earth's orbit and exploring our galaxy. Jared.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. We will at least do some sort of video or something on location in NASA. So look for that on what? Our Facebook, our YouTube?
Facebook, YouTube. I'll post it all over the
all
place.
Those social media things.
Yeah. You can hit us up on social media. We are at News Goblins on all of those things. You can also send us an email at newsgoblins@gmail.com.
Please leave us a review if you love us on iTunes.
Or if you just kind of like us. I mean, if you like us as friends.
If you feel at least 3 stars positive toward us.
I mean, if you were like, yeah, I'd hang out with those guys. I'd rather,
give us 5 stars.
Let them buy me a drink at the bar.
Do it.
Yeah. And we will see you guys next week. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.